Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a few things that really helped me through my journey of moving to another country and dealing with homesickness. So I was born and raised in Norway, but I moved to Germany 1.5 years ago. And yeah, I mean, these are pretty much the things that I would tell myself if I could 1.5 years ago. Number one is to have something to look forward to, and this can be to book tickets to your home country. This really gives you something to look forward to, and you don't need to worry about, oh, when am I going next, you know. At least for me, it gave me a lot of motivation to just kind of live more in the moment and, you know, count down the days as well and look forward to finally going. Obviously, this cannot always be possible to always have a ticket booked, you know. So the second best thing, at least I think, is to have your family or friends come over and visit you. That also gives you something to look forward to, and at the end of the day, it's the people that you miss, not really the place, at least for me. Of course, I have missed places in Norway, but that doesn't really make the big difference, you know. You visit Norway and you also have people visiting you, and so it becomes like a balance. And you know, number two is to let people around you know how you're feeling and if you're missing home, you know. And this one is kind of difficult for me, or it has been, at least. I've been trying to be better, but the people around you, they can't really understand how it is to be in your situation, and unless you tell them, you know, and then they can kind of understand. But if you keep everything inside, you are in your own little world, and maybe you're feeling sad, you're feeling off. Sometimes I don't really know why I'm feeling off, you know. I feel like my world kind of pauses. Sometimes it's kind of hard to explain. There are people around you, most likely, that will take care of you, and you know, when you say it, it just makes it much easier for them to kind of know what to do. And I honestly like to keep things a little bit for myself. Like, I'm thinking, okay, I will just deal with it and, you know, whatever. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of the worst thing you can do for yourself. Being alone with those feelings can be pretty sad and pretty lonely. So just expressing it is always a good idea, I think. Number three is to not spend too much time alone. And of course, I'm a person who really enjoys my own company. Like, I can be alone a lot of the time and I just enjoy it, you know. But you know, when time goes and you do the same things, and if you spend a lot of time alone, then, at least for me, I will come to a point where I'm like, something is missing. Like, I'm like, where is my social life, you know? Okay, so definitely making plans with some people once in a while is very, very important, and it's something that really fulfills that social need. Actually, at least for me, I'm not the most social person, but I do need to be social like most people. So what I realized is to just make plans, invite people over, or visit somebody, go for walks, like whatever it is, just do something social, you know. That really is important to have in mind. It's not always that you feel like making plans all the time, but I think that a little bit of social life is not gonna hurt, and it's just much more positive than negative. So if you don't really have that many people around you to be with and stuff, then the next point might help you, and that is to have at least one social thing that you do on a regular basis. And this can be joining a club or something, a group, like activity, sports. It can be many different things. I have researched about this and I haven't really found anything that fits me personally, and I'm not really the person to join groups like that, you know. So another thing can be also I got these tips from my friend from Norway, and actually a person commented on one of my videos about this, and that is to go to a certain place on a regular basis. So you're kind of a regular. It can be either a cafe or a library or something in that region. That honestly is such a nice idea. This is something that I haven't really done yet myself, but I really, really want to do it, and it's probably something I will start doing in the near future. Not only are you getting out of the house, but you're also seeing people, maybe talking to some strangers, you never know, like, and when you're a regular someplace, maybe they recognize you and maybe you get a conversation, I don't know, like, at least for me it's funny, but just random conversations with strangers really sometimes make my day. And another idea is also to have a person, a friend or somebody who you kind of make a tradition to meet up and, let's say, go for a walk or go to a cafe, like that you meet up with somebody kind of on a regular basis, but it's more of a kind of a tradition where you spare that time for doing something together. I don't know, FaceTime and to call often. It's very hard to be able to keep in touch with everybody like a lot. One thing that really helped me is to have one or more people that I talk to very regularly, so it's kind of, you get those daily life conversations. I think it's really necessary to sometimes just have a person which you can talk with daily things about. And of course I have people here in Germany that I talk to. It's not that, it's just, you know, my family and friends in Norway. It's nice to like still have that also with them. Another thing is to also call somebody out of nowhere, not always plan the conversations, which I feel like is sometimes hard to do. But when people call me randomly, those are kind of the conversations that give me almost more. They give me something extra because I didn't expect it, you know. It's very important for the person who moves to another country to really have this in mind, because, you know, all the people you leave, they will miss you, of course, but for them it's only one person missing, but for you it's like everybody's missing, and it's just this big part of your life that's kind of missing a little bit. But for them it's just this one person, and not that you don't matter, but it's just, it's harder for them to feel how you feel. Like you will obviously have the bigger need of having attention and talking with people and stuff, because you're more kind of alone and in a new place, so it makes sense. Call people, call your loved ones. FaceTime is very nice if you don't have the opportunity to see people so often. Like honestly, I prefer FaceTime over calling 99% of the time, and that's what I usually do, because I feel like I get much more out of it, because you see the person and I feel like it's more personal. That's all the tips that I have for you today, and of course there's probably plenty more tips that you can get, and there's many things that I still learn going through this journey. You know, every now and then I do feel homesick, but that's natural and it's a part of the process, but there's always things you can do to make it a little bit easier. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please leave a comment down below, and if you have any other tips you want to add. I hope you guys have a very nice day today, and I will see you guys very soon again. Bye!